Ken Nakarin es CEO y editor en chief de Standard, uno de los grupos multimedias más influyentes de Tailandia, y es host de The Secret Sauce, uno de los podcasts de negocios más importantes del sudeste asiático. ¿Y por qué deberías escuchar a Ken incluso si no vives en Tailandia o no hablas tailandés? Bueno, porque aunque los contextos cambian de un país a otro, las personas que suelen llevar sus negocios, productos y servicios o compañías o empresas al siguiente nivel pues suelen compartir ciertos principios y formas de pensar. Ken habla sobre lo que él llama las 3 P's del éxito: pasión, propósito y personas. 3 ingredientes que él considera fundamentales para construir proyectos exitosos y sostenibles. Ken también habla sobre liderazgo, no solo como una ciencia o una ciencia exacta, sino como un arte y la capacidad de tener claridad sobre hacia dónde quieres llevar a tu empresa, a tu equipo y a ti mismo. Hoy, Ken está entrando a una nueva etapa como emprendedor, expandiendo su visión más allá de Tailandia, con la mira puesta hacia el mercado regional y a través de eso al mercado global. Pero más allá del empresario o del emprendedor exitoso, pues tuve la oportunidad de conocer a Ken, la persona, durante las reuniones de primavera en Washington, D.C. y les puedo decir que es una persona muy amable, muy educada, muy carismática, con los pies en la tierra y con un deseo genuino de seguir aprendiendo y de seguir creciendo. Sin más preámbulos, aquí está mi conversación con Ken Nakarin.
Ken, thank you very much, and thank you for accepting this interview.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Kwan.
Um, Ken, you are very well known in Thailand, in the Southeast Asia region, but I wanted to take your profile, your story to Latin America, and that's why this interview will be translated into Spanish. Um, can you introduce yourself for that public, the
Okay.
Latin American public?
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. Hola.
Hola.
Is that right? Hola. Okay.
Yeah,
Hola.
it is right.
Yeah. I never been to Bolivia before, but I one day I could go to. So thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Ken. I'm born and raised in Bangkok, Thailand. Right now, I am the CEO and editor-in-chief of the Standard, an online media company that I co-founded 9 years ago. And apart from managing the company, I am also the host of the business program called The Secret Sauce. It's like the secret sauce of success, where I interview various leaders to extract their secret recipe to be successful in business, like leadership, entrepreneurship, trends, and that's why I'm here to, cover macroeconomic stories. Actually, I was a pharmacist.
Oh,
Yeah, I went to pharmacy faculty at the university in Thailand because I didn't know what should I do. I just follow my parents that this might be, your best work or just for the security, something like that.
like many of us, because your parents always, right? They tell you you have to go to school,
Yes.
and then the only path to success it's a school. And I see, and I heard that you had a difficult time in school.
Yes, but not much. I think a difficult times mean I didn't like it, much. I study very, very well. I have to say that one of the top high school in Thailand. And after that, I, when I was a teenager, I just wondering what should I do in the future, like many teenagers. I mean, like you. And I didn't have that answer. So follow the guidelines from your parents was the best choice that you can do. So I just study harder and harder, and went to the university. But After years in the university, it was a tough time for me because I found my dream in the university. Actually, I love reading since I was a kid, but there was one magazine that changed my life. It's called A Day magazine. It's like a thinking out of the box magazine. ขออนุญาตใช้พื้นที่นิดนึงนะครับขอบคุณมากครับ and then I fell in love with the story that broadened my perspective and opened my mind that hey, life is not only being a doctor, being an engineer, something like that. So when you find something that you really love and you try to pursue your dream, but in reality, you have to go to your class, and I studied really hard. Pharmacy is really not easy to get the exam, something like that. So it's really hard to balance your dream and your real life. So that was my very tough time, I would say.
And when is it that you make that decision to pursue that dream? Right. You left pharmacy on the one hand, but you really went chasing after that dream. When was that moment?
Yeah, there was a moment. This is okay. There was one moment when I was a medical representative at AstraZeneca. High salary, good life, good friends. But one day I looked the mirror and I have a question in my mind. What if this was your last day of your life? It's very critical, right? But at that day, just wondering yourself, and the answer was, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be a pharmacist. It's good in terms of money, but chasing the dream is critical for my purpose. And then I drove to the office and quit.
No.
Yes. I told my boss that this will be my last day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of guts.
A lot of guts. But I think it's like it has been collecting. I have been collecting this idea before, and it's not just a gut feeling. I would say before joining the company, I mean pharmacy company, I was an intern at A Day magazine. I just try to be near my field or my dream and get a feeling. What is it like being a writer, being an editorial staff at my most favorite magazine? And I fell in love with that. I think this is a privilege to be a journalist or to be a reporter or any field in media industry. You have I would say Charlie's Chocolate Factory, that film.
Yeah.
You have the golden access that is like a golden ticket that you can access to anyone in the world, literally. Yeah, you can ask very important question that maybe you never ask your parents. What's your dream? What is your happiness? What is the integrity? Something like that. And you can ask anyone in the world, from the prime minister, the most famous artists, singers, or farmers, villagers, something like that. And that's why I love this job so much, because not only telling your story, but also it's like you can learn every single day. So I train myself parallelly, And then when times come, I
Yeah.
just quit my job. And then it took me about, I think, more almost 10 years to train myself as a employee, as a the lowest position in the company,
Yeah.
and try to learn everything from my boss, learn everything from the ground, work hard. I work very hard uh, in the first 10 years of my career in media industry as a journalist, very small guy in the company, but that really helped me, to groom yourself to be more professional and more talented, I would say.
And I was going to ask you, what is the secret sauce to success?
Yeah, that's a
Because
good one.
you mentioned, I think, hard work, obviously,
Yeah.
but are there any other ingredients that
Mhm.
make the secret sauce to success?
Yeah, I would say 2P, passion and purpose, and then profit will come. Yeah, PPP. Yeah, passion and people as well. You have to um, get yourself to be around with good people.
Yeah.
Good intention, exchange ideas together. But let me get back to the first P, passion. I would say passion is a buzzword. I know that, but in the first 5 years, when nobody trusts me that I can be, successful in this career, you just to have not only gut but also passion, believe in yourself, and motivation. What motivates me in every single morning that I wake up? I just look in the mirror again and ask yourself, what do you want to do today? And the answer very simple: just do your job as a writer or as a, my beloved job that I have been for many years. And effort is it's really help you to go through difficulties, hurdles, and because I'm from the other part of the industry. I mean, I know nothing about writing, editing, or talking, speaking, podcasting. I have no idea about that. The only thing that I have is love, passion. So do what you love, or just love what you do, and then the energy will come, and then it helps you to go through all challenges, I would say. So the first one is passion. The second P is purpose. Purpose is something you stand for, not only for yourself, but for not only for your company, but also for your society. I realized this P after starting my own business, the Standard, maybe around 2 years, I think. And my audience email me many times. They just want to thank you, us, for providing useful information in many ways, in different ways. Sometimes it's all about promoting uh, the trusted platform that I, invite two politics from the other side to talk together on my show. Or sometimes it's all about knowledge that I interview, maybe professor, economist, or sometimes it's like this, being here, the IMF World Bank meeting, and then I translate and transfer my knowledge, the things that I learned from the event, in a relevant format to them. It's really hard to consume or understand what's happening in the world right now because it's really, really volatile and uncertain.
Yeah.
But my job is to, give this information to my audience in my way. So purpose is really important when your business uh, is growing. Sometimes you have some decision that you have to make, and if you don't stick to your core value, which is stand up for the people or giving the reliable source, sometimes it can,
Be
yeah,
kind of like hurt your brand, hurt
hurt your brand or move to the wrong direction.
the wrong direction.
Yeah. Many decisions that I made, some are wrong, some are good, but the bottom line is, do I still believe in myself, and do I still, have confidence to look in the mirror, look in my eyes, and hey, this is the guy that I would like to be. So it's like a test, throughout your career. So I think the purpose is really important, because sometimes people will test you, from the public, from your clients, from the situation that can move you around, and you just stand still and and also adapt to situations.
And I wanted to talk to you about leadership,
Okay.
because that is basically what a leader does, right? Like you were saying, like people can move you, clients, people that work for you. You're constantly required to make the right decisions. What is your approach to leadership, being the CEO of a company, having the fact that not only you have to create a product, but also you have to sustain a brand? And I bet there's a lot of things that need to be
Right.
taken into account.
Yeah, good question. I think leadership is very simple. It's not only science but art. I mean, it depends on what your career is, what your company is. Leadership is all about influence. You have to, influence your people. So the first thing that you need to do is you have your direction. Where do you want to go? I mean, if you do a business, you have to strategize, formulate your strategy every year, pivot your company. What is your outlook in the future, in the next 3 years or 5 years? So you have the goal, vision, strategy, statements, purpose, gather all information and distill to your core values. So that is really critical. And this is the only job that you can do, because others, they just do their job. Writer, they will write. Editor, they will edit. But on the high level, how to move your company going forward in the right direction in this fragmented world. So you have to be really, I would say, rigorous and know what are you doing and where are you heading to. So that's the first one. And then the second one, just tell the story, try to communicate your vision, strategy, engage with your people. So you have to have empathy, listen what they think, what they really want, what they don't want to do, and also energize them, to be more, I would say, resilient, more dedication, hardworking. It's not easy to influence your people. So I think that's two key points for being a leader. What makes a good leader? I think the first one is self-awareness.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of yourself, know who you are, what is your purpose, what is your passion, why I'm here, something like that. And the second one is communication. You have to be ready to communicate with your people, and it's not only speaking on stage, very nice setting, but on the ground. Just walk the talk
Yeah.
and engage with your people is really critical.
Gotcha.
Right.
You talked about a vision. I have just two more questions for you. The first is like vision. You have achieved a lot of success now
Thank you.
in your area, in your country. What is your vision towards the future? We have a fragmented world, you were saying.
Right.
What is the vision for the secret sauce for you towards the vision?
Thank you. Just to give the audience some context, today we have 8 media outlets in total. We covering a wide range of things, from politics, foreign affairs, business, investment, to fashion, lifestyle, podcast, history, something like that. So each topic serves each communities in a fragmented media. And for the business side, luckily, it has been really good. I mean, we have a strong foundation. The main revenue mainly comes from sponsorship, and also we try to diversify our portfolio. So what's next? I think the main goal that we have been doing for years is to be on the global level, to be on global stage. That's why I'm here. And in January, I just went to Davos.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
To
you
World
were
Economic
in Davos.
Forum. Just try to get feeling and how world is going on, and I want to be the voice of my region. From outside, you're from Bolivia, right? I think you might have um, legion media, global media that try to cover your local story, right? It could be CNN, BBC, Bloomberg. Likewise, in my region, we have Bloomberg Asia, CNN Asia, or CNA from Singapore. I just ask myself, why not the standard Thailand or the standard Asia?
Yeah.
We have 600 million people in my region, and I know from this event as well that my region, Southeast Asia, is one of the fastest growing region in terms of economically, and also integration, something like that, investment, right, tourism. But we don't have the media from local that represent or be the voice for the region, and that's my goal, to be there, be the voice of ASEAN, and also be the gate to bridge the gap between global perspective and local heritage or local wisdom, not Thai, something like that. I think the world need this. It's like a unmet need. So that's my goal. I know it's very ambitious, and it's not easy to do that. It requires a lot of things, not only connection, but also money, and also timing, maybe luck, or something like that. But I have this vision since day one, and this is very, very emotional now, because yesterday there was one of the biggest session, flagship session, is called, I think you've been there, debate on the global economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Thailand's finance minister, spoke on it as well. And if you look at the logo on the screen, media partners, we are there, the standard. Yeah. So it, goosebump when I saw it, and I, send this picture to my team that, wow, look how far we come. Yeah. So this is a very inspiring to me that we've been here, but it's not enough. It's, a long way to go and a lot to improve, but basically is one of the biggest milestone that
you've had.
you have reached, but I have reached.
My final question, if you were to send a message to people who want to find their secret sauce, who are starting right now, what would you tell them?
Being yourself, but the best version of yourself. You have to pursue your dream, not in a business world. Your dream can be, being a good mother, being a good dad, being a good husband, or being a good citizen, being a leader in your community. But I truly believe that we can be better. So just trust yourself and be the best version of yourself by, many things you can do. You just work harder, sleep earlier, wake up early, or, stay healthy.
Exercise.
Exercise. It can be like that. Or if you are in business, you just learning by doing. Fail faster, and then get up and keep up the good work. I mean, trust yourself is really important. And the second thing I would leave, I think, be kind and be nice. Sometimes the most successful people, they are not just smart, but it's like likable person. Your personality, the way you talk, the way you pay forward, the way you give, engaging with your communities, engaging with your people, your friends, business partners. Doing business is not just doing business, in my opinion. It's like you're making friends through transactions, something like that. And trust is the most important asset in this fragmented world. You have to believe in your partners. Doing business together is tough now, but if you have trust with your employees, directors, board members, audience, it's really critical that you not only do something for the world, not for yourself only. When you been in the I would say good position, responsibility come with power. That's what we know from the Spider-Man.
Never forget
that.
Yeah.
And I think it's true, and it aligns with, in the beginning of the conversation that I say that not only passion but purpose. And when when you are generous and humble, people will come to you, and people will support you in any way. So that is my last words to say.
Ken Nakarin, Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Appreciate hola.
Hola.
Gracias. Sorry.
Gracias.
Not hola. How to say goodbye?
Yeah. Adios.
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 Adios, folks. ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับ
Muchísimas gracias.
Okay. Thank you
Gracias.
so much. Thank
Gracias.
you so much.
Gracias.
How was it?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
really loved it.
Sorry for my poor English. I have
No
been,
worries.
practice.